afternoon, good morning. Welcome to a beautiful, beautiful day. And yes, it's a day of great opportunities. Just by the way, is the Eid celebrations. I know quite a number of you are still basking in the euphoria of it, but keep in mind the fact that, look, we must be a brother's keeper, as the Senate President, Godswill Akpabio, had also mentioned, saying that, look, our reverting to the old national anthem, which has become the new national anthem, talking about Nigeria, we hail thee, is a long time coming. Should we have reverted to it a long time, we may not be having issues of corruption, issues of banditry, kidnappings here and there, and all of these economic woes that we are facing in the country, and as a people would have been far, far gone, far away from us. But yes, that we should embrace this new national anthem, of course, and we would begin to see the positive and giant strides. And I'm telling you now that there are expectations that you must have as a human being, and if you don't have that, well, I don't know if you are a being or a human, right? Anyways, my name is Uduak Daniel, and yes, this is The Pages, where we look into the front pages of Nigerian newspapers and bring it to your audiovisual consciousness via this platform, because we are streaming an online television across social media platforms as well, talking about Twitter, X, precisely, Facebook, yes, get on there, and the YouTube channel. Do well to subscribe and see that what I say is the truth, and then spread the love across every other social media platforms where we have a strong and muscular presence. I'm talking about TikTok, I'm talking about Instagram. Yes, we are there. But as it is with me, I always like to let you know some things that you ought to know just before we jump into the front pages of Nigerian newspapers this morning. Now, Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara has said 23 local government councils in the state will operate from an alternative secretariat following Tuesday's sealing of the councils by the police. Now, the governor, who said this after swearing in the 23 local government caretaker committee chairman on Wednesday in Port Harcourt, the state capital, said they could operate from anywhere. I like it. Look at this kind of operation. Never knew you could do that as a local governor. Alternative local governor councils right there. He put install. Yeah, so you could do it remotely. Do you understand? Now, the Nigeria Center for Disease Control and Prevention on Wednesday said it might declare an emergency on the outbreak of cholera in the country. Now, the NCDC Director General Dr. Jide Idris, who spoke in Lagos, said the center was monitoring the situation and might declare an emergency if data showed that the outbreak had gone beyond a manageable threshold. Please don't go beyond that manageable threshold, because adding to what we are going through. Well, anyways, let's get on to Ogun State, where the Ogun State Police Command has initiated a truck and killed 2 male travelers, identified as Yahaya Suleiman and Emeka, after knocking them off the overhead bridge at the Kara Market on the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. So police are saying, if you know anywhere, anybody, that person that drove that truck, that you understand, fish him out, because we are on a manhunt. Now, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, on Wednesday denounced the killings in the southeast over the group's agitation for secession. He also appealed for an out-of-court settlement of his ongoing treason trial by the federal government. Something about that too. Justice Young Ekor of the Federal High Court, Abuja, on Wednesday dismissed the fundamental rights enforcement suit filed by the Africa Regional Manager of Binance Holdings Limited, Nadeem Arjawala, on the run against the National Security Advisor and the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. Justice Ekwo, in a short ruling, dismissed the suit for lack of diligent prosecution. I see. Now, over 900 pilgrims died from the heat wave during the 5 days activities from the 2024 Hajj, said. According to reports, the scorching heat in Saudi Arabia led to the deaths of at least 600 Egyptians. 600 Egyptians. Soul rest in peace right there. Well, the Federal High Court sitting in Abuja on Wednesday refused to grant bail to the suspended DCP Abba Kyari and 4 other police officers charged with alleged drug trafficking. Justice Emeka Nwite, in a ruling, held that the defendants had not placed sufficient materials before the court to warrant granting the request. Okay, so the sum of $6,230,000 US dollars, allegedly stolen from the Central Bank of Nigeria CBN on February 8, 2023, was shared and invested into real estate. According to court documents, the $6.2 million US dollars, according to the Special Presidential Investigative Team led by Jim Obaze, was removed from the Apex Bank's vault under the guise of paying election observers. Can you beat that? Now, the leadership of the All Progressive Congress APC in Rivers State has called on the federal government to declare a state of emergency in the state. Caretaker Committee Chairman of the party in Rivers, Chief Tony Okocha, made the call during a media briefing in Port Harcourt on Wednesday. And finally, international award-winning singer David Adeleke, popularly known as Davido, has dragged Sophia Momodu, the mother of his first child, Imade, to court seeking custody of his daughter in an originating motion filed by his lawyers Dr. Olani Arije, OK Bara, and others at the Lagos State High Court. Davido is praying the court for an order granting joint custody of Miss Imade Adeleke to the applicant. All right, so that's what it is. These are some of the things that you ought to know already. And yes, now let's jump into the front pages of Nigerian newspapers and bring it to you wholeheartedly. Bring it to you without delay, without further ado. And yes, as you also engage, be sure to get across social media platforms, show us some love, follow, subscribe, and of course follow again and give us a like right across social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube, TikTok, and you already know. That's it. At Eagles FM Abuja. Tell somebody to join in and join the family, right? Okay, so yeah, there's going to be a couple of numbers that you can indeed call, because in the course of this discourse bringing the headlines to you, you would also have your fair share to bring in your 2 cents and let me know to how you feel, how you're reacting to which of the headlines pops at you, jumps at you, tickles your fancy, begs for your reaction. But you must do that in a most civil and responsible way. 1 minute 30 seconds is allotted for each of us so that everybody can be inclusive in the process, and that also touches on the WhatsApp portal number as well, so that when you send your voice notes, it should be 1 minute 30 seconds. And please, your messages, let it not be too long. Let it be just straight to the point, okay? Don't attack personality, address the issue, and please, let's just get it over with. That's just what it is. And talk about the country, because our country is ours. The number is 0907 353 0044 or 0908 766-8888. The WhatsApp portal number is 0909-705-4450. All right, so we're jumping into it already. Told you a couple of dailies will be coming to you in a short bit, but let's begin with the Vanguard newspaper. Big story on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper: minimum wage, why governors, others are foot dragging. All right, page 5, you'd find that story. It's got a couple of writers to it. Now, the first writer: may retrench workers need bailouts to pay. All right, second one: Idris detaches self from unwilling governors, awaits labor federal government stand. No agreement but alignment of interest. OPS has got that to say. Pushes for new act to cover employees with minimum of 200 workers. All right, and another writer, Senator Wadada, begs Tinubu to approve 150,000 naira as minimum wage. That would gladden some of us right there, I tell you. Anyways, though, I'm just saying. And the last writer to that big story says lawmakers willing to make sacrifices. Okay, I see that. They're willing to make sacrifices. Oh yeah, if you're willing to make sacrifices, oh well, then maybe we're just beginning to get that trajectory right. All right, now I see this one now. Page 10, Makinde approves Olakunle's appointment as 43rd Olubadan. Okay, I see that. Now, page 9, why we target assets of drug barons, traffickers. Mawa is saying that one. Yeah, I see this one now. To page 12, Rivers crisis, Fubara orders probe of local government accounts. I see. And then to page 6, Obaseki gives Edo CP 7 days to fish out killers of Uniben graduate. Awful sad story, if you ask me, I tell you. Well, Petit wants Arsenal to sign Osimhen. Page 31 has got that story right now. Just above the Vanguard newspaper banner, you would see this one right here. It says, customs to establish stable FX foreign exchange rate for imports. Page 19 has got that story. And away from that, to page 9, Naira depreciation makes Lagos, Abuja cheapest global cities for expatriates. I see. A report as that. I thought it was going to make it for Nigerians. Well, Nigerians would have come for you. But for expatriates, okay, yeah. All right, Abuja, Lagos. Cheapest global cities for expatriates. Again, cholera outbreak. Federal government may declare emergency. NCDC DG is saying that one right there. And it's got one rider to it. As some parents prevent children from school. All right, page 10 has got that story right there. And is that all? Well, this should be all. And that would be on page 7. Adoguba, PDP expel Shaibu, Obi, cities or sites, anti-party activities. Let me take that one again on page 7. Adoguba, PDP expels Shaibu, Obi, sites, anti-party activities. Moving away from the Vanguard newspaper right now, let's take you to the Nation newspaper. And with the Nation newspaper, we see a big story. Rivers crisis, police retain control of council secretariats. All right, police is retaining control right there of council secretariats, right? And you would see a couple of riders, that followed that one suit. And February appointed caretaker chairman can't access officers. IG directs probe of killings as death toll rises to 3. And the last rider to that story, APC declare state of emergency. That's what APC says in Rivers State. All right, and you should find that story continued on page 2 of the Nation newspaper. And now I see this one just at the base of the Nation newspaper. Alleged terrorism. Nnamdi Kanu seeks out of court settlement. Page 28 has got that story right there. And now let's just take you to to this one right here. It says Edo PDP expels Albi, Shaibu, Ogwede, Ihama. Page 5, you'd find that one. Troops capture 35 terrorists. Page 6, got that one. And this one right here, White Tinubu flew to South Africa uncharted aircraft. That story is continued on page 4 and begun on the front page of the Nation newspaper. Just above the Nation newspaper banner now, you would see this particular one right here. And it says, all set for Olakunle's coronation as 43rd Olubadan. All right, page 5 you'd find. And on page 4, anxiety in Kano over federal courts ruling on Emir Tassel. I see. And the last one that I'll be taking right now is this one. It says, on page 7 you would find customs generates 4.49 trillion naira in 1 year. Okay, it's got one rider to it though. 293 million liters PMS seized. Are you serious? That huge? Okay. I see that one though, and it sees me too. But moving away from that one, let's take you to the Daily Trust newspaper right about now. In case you're just tuning in for the first time, this is Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja, where we give you an audio-visual radio experience that you can count on anytime, any day with Citizen Strong Authority, because we have the staff of authority. And guess what? We have the bragging rights as well, because you gave that bragging right to us. So thank you, far too kind. Now looking at this one now, I'm seeing the big story, Kano Emirates Tassel. It says Sanusi Bayero, no fate today. Finally, please, let's put it to rest. It's got a couple of riders to it. First rider, police deploy around court, strategic locations. Okay. NNPP, APC exchange fresh tackles. Alrighty. Will it ever stop? I don't think so. There's continuous bickering here and there. But anyways, you'll find a story on page 4. Now, Shatima affirms federal government's commitment to Northeast's economic revival. You should find a story on page 8. Got sharp eyes, I tell you. Now I see this one now on page 2. How ban on roadside trading is causing panic, agony in Jos. And this one on page 17. Bandits kill man who took 16 million naira ransom, 3 bikes to them in Kaduna. Chai. All right. Okay, so I see this one now at the base of the Daily Trust newspaper, and you'd find it on page 11. APC 1 state of emergency. PDP backs FIBRA. I see. Okay, just underneath, the Daily Trust newspaper banner now, you would find this particular one right here. It says customs records 4.4 trillion naira revenue in 1 year. All right, I like the sound of that though. Page 19 has got that story. Now to page 7, alleged terrorism. Nnamdi Kanu seeks negotiation with federal government. And this one is going to be the last one that I'll be taking with the Daily Trust newspaper this morning. Ramaphosa, sworn in for second term, says South Africans disappointed. Well, you just got sworn in. Why are you saying South Africans disappointed? Well, that's just me saying on a lighter note though. But anyways, you want to go see the details on that story, go get a copy of that story and find it on page 7 of the Daily Trust newspaper. Now let's get on to the Nigerian Tribune newspaper as the big story hits me, and I'm bringing it to your audiovisual consciousness. The big story: Rivers Fubara's men take charge of 23 councils. Okay, Fubara's men take charge of 23 councils, that one says, and you'd find it on page 3, and it's got a couple of writers to it though. And the first one, as governor swears in caretaker chairman, says Rivers won't set precedents on local government tenure extension. All right, another one, APC calls for state of emergency in Rivers. NPP kicks. APC can't take Rivers through the back door. PDP. And finally, IGP condemns killing of officers, orders probe. That's the step in the right direction, I tell you. Well, Total Energies and NPC to invest $550 million in Nigeria gas facility. Page 6 has got that story right there. And moving you away from page 6 now, let's get on to page 15. And it has something to do with the NDLEA. They say why we target assets of drug barons, traffickers. And the LEA is saying that already. And we should bring this one to you already too as well. And this one you would find on page 19. Recruitment. Police Service Commission Union calls for removal of IGP. Take him out, take him out, take him out. No, we don't want him. That's what they're saying, I guess. Well, now to page 15, quite a popular page number now. Will not allow militia groups occupy Ogun Forest reserves. Government has got that to say. Now, Edo PDP expel Shaibu Orbi. Page 2 has got that story. Nigeria partners U.S. agency to send first Nigerian to space. I saw the story, and it gave me the chills, right? Page 4 has got that story. Well, I don't think I would have survived getting onto space right there. Okay. Well, I don't know about you though. But anyways, page 2 as well, looking popular now. Alleged terrorism. Nnamdi Kanu seeks out of court settlement. Court orders open space meeting with lawyers, right? That's the writer to that story now. And it's just above the Nigerian Tribune newspaper banner right there. Okay, and yeah, this one right here. Makinde approves Olakunle says 43rd Olubadan, page 4. And finally, page 2 of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. Federal government uncovers 1,618 civil servants with fake employment letters. Fake employment letters. 1,618 civil servants. And then there are people who don't have a job and they're looking for it with very, very genuine, original, you know. But anyways, that's what you find on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. Finally, I'm bringing the Guardian newspaper to you. Fiscal stimulus, wage review add fresh uncertainty to inflation outlook. Right, page 6 has got that story, and it's got the faces of the top players right there. You know, we have the Wale Adun, of course. Cardoso's picture is also there. We have Onye. Okay, all right, Onyoche, and we have Ajero as well as Osifo, I beg your pardon. Osifo. Right, that's the TUC boss right there. Okay, I see this one now. It is found on page 3. It says customs revenue surges 74%, hits 4.49 trillion naira in 1 year. Okay, Tagger family alleges moves by powerful forces to compromise case. All right, you find it on page 9. And now this one: don't set Kano on fire over chieftaincy law. NNPP warns APC. Page 30. It's got that story. Nnamdi Kanu considers out of court settlement. Okay, page 29 has got that story. Court dismisses Abakari's fresh bail request. Page 30. It's got that story. Fubara orders audit of council's funds, advocates peace. please. Peace in our homes, peace in our hearts. Okay, Onyeka Nwenu said that some time ago. And you would find that one on page 6. And finally, or not finally, 95% of real sector operators at shutdown points. Stakeholders warn. Page 15 has got that story right there. And now to an editorial on page 12, averting further breakdown in minimum wage negotiations. And should bring this one to you at last. Makinde approves appointment of Olakunle as 43rd Olubadan. All right, and that should be all on the front page of Nigerian newspapers as per the one that we are able to lay our hands on at this point in time. Now it's time for you to bring your 2 cents. Talk to me. Let me know which of these headlines appeals to you, calls out to you, tickles your fancy, pops to you, jumps at you, screams at you, whatever it does. But please don't give the same energy back. All right, make sure that your energy is under the auspices, within the confines, within the ambit of civility and responsibility. It's the only language that we know, I tell you, right? Number once again, 0907-353-0044 or 0908-766-8888. WhatsApp portal number is 0909-705-4450. Hello and good morning. Hello? Oh, that's a miss though. Well, keep the calls coming through. Already know that the numbers are open for your calling pleasure, as well as bringing your 2 cents to what you think about whichever of these headlines indeed appeals to you or reaches out to you one way or the other. But might I also bring to you the fact that the federal government announces plan to send first Nigerian to space. So the Nigerian government has announced that it is sending its first citizen into space. I like the sound of that. Well, the Director General of the National Space Research and Development Agency, that's talking about NASRDA, as NASRDA, Matthew Adepoju, made this known during a press conference in Abuja on Wednesday. Well, he said that the government had signed a Memorandum of Understanding, MOU, with the Space Exploration and Research Agency, that is the SERA, to facilitate the ambitious venture. Quite ambitious, if you ask me. Hello, what is going on? Well, anyways, moving away from that, let's also bring to you the fact that okay, all right, this one right here, Yemi Asong is saying something, said how it reduced corruption among civil servants. Well, before I bring that one to you, let's take this call. Hello, good morning.
Hello,
yes, good morning to you.
My name is good morning to you.
Good morning. Good morning to you, BB.
How are you this morning?
I'm fine, thank you.
My name is Nabibi Bless. I greet every caller. I greet my brother Alaji Sedi, a man of microphone. I call Alaji now. Anyhow, I call him, he answer me. See, I want to talk about it this morning. Oh, that. You know, tell me I know they follow your whole line. You say now the canon of a thing. They say make they release me. Who be these people now where they see they keeping out the canon for that custody? Who be these people? And then these people not be human being like us, who be the court? Now, if court to say make they release person, what is the problem when they not go feel release this man? I be one man now the whole world they fear, they not feel release that. That means say there is a something now. If they not say okay, do something that they share him, make they call and come out, okay, see what happen, make this thing not repeat again. That is stuff for you right. They catch the person. After that, they don't want to release that. What he do, what be the person will do. Up till now, killing never see they go on. But everything go stop. I go beg all Igbo people, make them unite themselves together. Make them see, make peace in Nigeria, make them love themselves together. Because this one start for a right. Make them release her beg. I support her, make them release her.
Okay.
If there is anything, make them call her order. Okay, if this thing happen, make this thing not happen again. Nobody they pray for that thing. And what I want to hear, you get story where I hear yesterday, say outside country want to donate food for Nigeria. I always say, it go be a shame for Nigeria or a shame for our president to order that country to donate food for us. We are selling our debt right for them. That is why we begin the cover. Instead for us to go forward, we begin the giant of Africa that they donate food for us and we are eating it. We don't know how many years they store that food where they give Nigeria to eat it. And we are the people that die every day. It's a shame for Nigeria to order that country to donate food for us. God bless Nigeria.
Right, God bless Nigeria. BB blessing right there. Quite a lot that BB has said. But let's take this call right now. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Edward.
Yes, good morning to you, please. Hello? Hello?
Hello, Edward.
I can't hear you. Sorry about that. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Yes, good morning, please.
Edward.
Yes, good morning, Barrister Hassan, if I'm not
This is
mistaken.
Barrister Hassan.
Right. Welcome
I'm calling
aboard.
from Airport Road.
Right, let's take your thoughts.
Yes. I greet all the listeners and greet all Nigerians. Minimum wage and governors. You see, in a federation as Federal Republic of Nigeria that has diverse socioeconomic and environmental peculiarities, we should not expect a uniform minimum wage throughout the country. Each state should work out what they can pay based and platform on their peculiar and unique situations. We should all resolve to increase productivity across board
Right.
in terms of the goods and services we use our wages and salaries on. We should endeavor to increase the value of the naira through increased productivity. There is no other way out. You see, the salient truth, Dr. Edward,
Yes, please.
is that when we have an abundance of food items, educational institutions, housing units, health facilities, transportation, we shall be able to take care of ourselves with the realistic and pragmatic wages that and salaries that we earn.
Okay.
And that's the truth. The God bless, prosper, and protect all Nigerians. And it shall be done.
It will be done. I
Thanks so
see.
much.
I believe that. I mean, you're a barrister. You've declared it. You've decreed it. You've said it. You're good. I believe. That's what I'm trying to say in essence, in totality. Hello. Good morning. Yes. Good morning to you, please. Bright. Welcome. Good morning. Yes, please.
There is no peace with justice. No matter how you look at, you dislike the face of somebody, or you don't like where it's coming from, and when you see evil being done to that person, you find the word to wrap around it and say that is good. Remember, a day of reckoning is coming, and when your own comes, other people who don't like your face will also say that is good. What am I leading to? In Nigeria, Buhari, the former president, went and kidnapped Umar Yar'Adua. The whole world was against it, and they earned Nigeria a bad name and sanction. The same person came the second time again.
So.
And went and hello?
Yeah. You said.
I said the whole world condemned the act of Buhari kidnapping Umar Diko without going through the process. He came back the second time again. He went and did the same thing again from Kenya. And many elderly statesmen have been calling. Look at toward the line of a political solution. He said no. Toward the line of political solution, he said no. But Edwin Clark has said it. Oga Afenifere, that elderly truthful man, has been saying it. He said no. Now look at the court has also told them to go and do political solution.
All right, right. And I've never heard anywhere where Buhari kidnapped anybody. Please, let's not be spreading these kinds of news. Okay. Don't say. I wouldn't say kidnapped. I wouldn't. Please, let's not be using this conversation or this platform for such conversation. Bright, I'd like you to go straight to the point and let's just talk about this.
The point I'm saying is this.
Let's just go straight to the point, please.
Okay. The point I'm saying is this. In Nigeria, the man who was a military Allah, shaman, they were charging for terrorism, and in Nigeria, they did that of court settlement. They were charging for terrorism. They did that of the court. The same thing. Why is it they can own so different that it can be done? And they're saying that he's the one that's causing insecurity in Nigeria, and he has been in detention for almost 3 years now, and there are still killings in the southeast. Why are we not looking at the ways to solve problems in Nigeria instead of creating more problems in Nigeria?
Okay.
And since we want a peace in Nigeria, and I say again, there is no peace without justice.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bright, for that one right there. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning to you,
Daniel.
please. Good morning to you.
Sir.
Welcome aboard, please.
I just saw the callers and listeners of this radio station.
Right.
I'm Donatus calling from Niger State.
Donatus, welcome aboard.
Because
Yes,
some
please.
people stole $6.something million from Central Bank. Share it within themselves. You see, in this the same APC government fight on swallow money. In this APC government, the two parties swallow money, and no investigation is done. I think federal government should wake up from their sleep. You can never travel with revised gear. You understand? I think we should act like a country. If at all federal government is somebody asset, I believe they are not going to treat it like this.
Right.
We should take federal government. We should take federal government property as our own property. Senate President tells us that due to the abandon of the former national anthem that caused banditry. Look at it. Who Senate President? If our children should grow up and be hearing all this, how are they going to feel? I think we should keep Nigeria moving because of tomorrow.
Right.
History, I believe history is going to judge everybody one day. I think we should do the right thing.
Okay.
That's my take. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, Donatus. We should do the right thing. We should do the right thing, right? And it's just what it is. Hello, good morning. All right. Hello?
Good morning.
Yes, good morning to you, please. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Mr. Joseph calling from Ninganya.
Mr. Joseph, all the way from Uyanya. Welcome aboard. Let's have your take.
My take is on, I have only short take. Federal government, we have been saying, what they will do for us to enjoy this government is, first of all, stop this plan investment, killing people in the farm. Let them stop, they carry their cow, they enter where person do farm and they destroy people's farm, and when you want to, they will either brutalize you or kill you through there. People are afraid of that to go farm because if they kill you, nobody will talk.
Right.
And nobody will challenge them.
Okay.
So that is what we want
I
in
get that.
Nigeria.
All right. That's what we want in Nigeria. We want safety. We want to have be able to move around freely and know that we can go about our daily activities, right? Just like the police will always say every time that there is rumors or an unrest somewhere and the police waits in, you hear we enjoin everybody to go about your daily because we are on top of the situation. But you're saying that, look, if insecurity is still the order of the day, kidnappings, banditry, killings, well, we might not just be able to make progress. Well, I cannot agree less, I tell you. But anyways, let's just stick to what we bring on the front page of the Daily's media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, that's X, and TikTok, as well as the YouTube, the new YouTube too. You can get on there. Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Yes, good morning, please.
Hello?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah. What's your name, please? Okay, I think that is a misguided call. Or if it is a serious call, do well to call back and let's have the conversation. Right, bringing it to you, bringing you up to speed and taking this call. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Edward.
Yes, good morning to you, my brother. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Pastor Opoga from Kubwa.
All right, Pastor, welcome aboard.
Okay, I'm very glad to hear this morning that custom generated 4.something trillion within 1 year.
Right.
That is a good position for Nigeria. I wish also the federal Ilale Benu will generate above that in 1 year. And it's a good thing for Nigeria to work on. If the federal government can work on, let's say, talking of about 15 trillion naira budget on yearly basis, so that we will avoid all this sort of over budget deficit, so that we can work according to our revenue.
Right.
Then all the people in the government, the National Assembly should work on how to reduce their pay, their take-home pay, how to the configurations of our naira. They will reduce it so that we will work on the little money that comes in. If we have 15 trillion naira in a year, our budget cycles will work on that as our revenue, so that we avoid anything that will bring about a budget deficit. And also the killing, the insecurity, we should work on it seriously so that we can be able to cultivate our food and feed ourselves. Like that, we will be able to strengthen the naira, and then the livelihood of Nigeria's citizens will be very good, and we will have a lot to eat and a lot to spend.
Okay.
And I pray that all this, the government will take into consideration. So God bless Nigeria.
God bless Nigeria, Pastor. I hear you loud and clear, and I'm sure the entire Nigeria as well as the world hears you too. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good day,
Good morning to you too, my brother. What's your name?
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is GB.
GB, welcome aboard.
Yes, good morning.
Yes, please.
Yes, quick one. Nigerians planning to go to space, and I saw your reaction. It's like you are Paul, or you are. It's like it's a mission impossible.
No, it wasn't. It was not Mission Impossible. Don't quote my reaction. It was more like, oh my goodness, really? Okay.
Because you read it again. You read it the first time. You read it again.
Yeah. I needed to be sure what I was reading.
We need to know. We must start from somewhere.
Right.
Because of hunger, suffering in the land, say we no look at other areas. Like I always say, when somebody is crying, you can still see the road, you can still see the environment. So at least a journey of 1,000 miles start from somewhere.
Exactly.
So let's start from somewhere.
Okay.
And the next 2 or 3 or 5 years, you will be somewhere. Trying to our Lord there. So that's by the way. Then secondly, Fubara appointed his own men into the something. There's no problem. Let's see how all pans out.
Right.
Number one, there's issue in the court here and there. More than 10 courts have issued a lot. The Supreme Court will be the final something.
Right.
At that time, we now know who is in charge, who will not be in charge. So all the political, all the killing here and there is a waste of time. We have loved them to focus on the legal aspect and going on the protest, because now life has been lost.
True.
And then we can't recover them back.
True.
The Shuaibu that came from PDP is not surprising. He himself knew from the beginning that he's going, and he has already left PDP. On principle, they just there carrying their card. Now that he has been expelled, can go back to APC. But the question is, where will you be in APC? Before in APC, he was second in command as hierarchy politically.
Right.
When you talk of something, then now he will go a backbencher. But nevertheless, they need him to win election. So they are according some kind of respect and regard, just because they want to use him to win election. After that, I don't know where we will start from.
Right.
Then finally, we want to comment on the issue of minimum wages. You see, the minimum wages issue, it has been seen and done. Where labor cannot get what they are asking for. The government will pay what is affordable and what is payable. I've said it before. That even a government that will not pay 30,000 naira, I will only pay 62. In the end, it's just on paper, the minimum wages. But the government will still go and pay what is affordable. Even the private employer will pay what is affordable and what is payable.
All right.
And labor has no choice but to take it. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, GB, for that one. Quite, a conversation you've put out there. And yes, it is indeed something to indeed reason out, think about. Let's just take this. All right, that's a miss. Be sure that you can as well send in your WhatsApp messages via the WhatsApp portal number 0909-705-4450, and you can put it in the form of a voice note, or you can send it as a WhatsApp message, you can send it as a text message to that number, but as you do so, please engage in the most civil and responsible way. Do not attack personality. It's not necessary. We are too big and too grown for that. It's for us to take action, decisive action, and of course make conscious efforts in words and thoughts, and indeed towards a growing dear country. All right, if we do that, we won't even have the time to be attacking personality. I mean, it's just too belittling. I tell you, it's too time wasting. Anyways, let's just let's see a couple of messages right here. And okay, I should take this call. Then we get to the message. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, my brother.
Yes,
this
good morning,
is King
please.
Kennedy.
King K, welcome aboard. Let's get into it.
Thank you very much.
Yes,
Thank you very
please.
much. Briefly, I just want to be brief. If you ask me, after I study much about minimum wage, I am never in support of minimum wage.
Right.
I am in support of give Nigeria the Nigeria currency, the needed strength. If I am able to receive 24,000, 25,000 naira a month and spend just 5,000 naira and save the rest, it will go a long way.
Right.
I tell you, the highest currency in Nigeria is 1,000 naira note. You can't eat a plate of food with it. In a very standard restaurant. Let me go anywhere in a very standard restaurant, you can never get food of 1,000, the highest currency. Whereas, if you even take the highest currency, 1,000 naira note, I don't think you can get anything to buy in US with it. So I think if you give Naira the needed strength, it will go a long way. Now, lastly, talking about the person who went to pay for ransom, killed, he went with about 2 bikes, and then he was killed.
Yes, yes.
I just wish our president the same protection he gives on his VIPs, if he can give it to farmers, we'll not complain about food shortage in Nigeria.
Right.
Thank you. Let me stop at this point.
Thank you, King
God bless
K. King
Nigeria.
K. Thank you so much. If you gave a VIP treatment to the farmers and gave them due consideration, we would have gone, far in the country in terms of insecurity and security issues. Hello, good morning.
Barrister,
Yes, Basenjo. Good morning.
God bless your
God
heart.
bless you too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Nigerian, good morning. Abuja, a plenty things they happen. Well, River State, Kano State, Senate President, you can see. Dikin, I'm telling you, these people, they don't confuse. Our prayer don't they work on them. Mr. President in South Africa again. Plenty things them. Where they don't make it. See, it's a political party that has, one evil spirit like that will bring plenty things. Even though if you are correct, if you enter APC, I am telling you, you will not be correct again. Senate President, yes, sir.
Let's get into it. Let's make our point so we just move on. Okay? Yeah?
Thank you. Oh, yeah. Away from that.
Yes, please.
What is happening in River State? See, what is happening in Kano State is the hands of Mr. President, or if not President, the chief of staff and the alliance of within the circle of the presidency. They are the one of agitating all this, Kano, APC will not win Kano in 2027. In 2027, APC will not win River State. Do you know that? Secondly, in Lagos State, APC will not win Lagos State.
Okay.
In 2027, Abuja, APC will not win Abuja in 2027. Kaduna, APC will not win 2027 election. That is why you see all this brouhaha. Police, I want to ask this question. Bandit has been killing you people. We have been complaining here. We are on your back. What is the constitutional right given to police to go and seal a local government? I mean, I asked the IG of police. I know you are a Tinubu ADC then in Lagos. Now I am asking, what constitutional? Which of the rights? Human rights, you people should come after this thing. Why? Because police will not be taking us for granted, or security will not be taking Nigeria for granted. Nigeria is dying. You people are not contributing. Nigeria, they have been killing enough. You are complaining.
All right, Basenjo.
Hey, sir.
I get that. All right, Basenjo is asking some very strong questions right there, and the one he said is, what constitutional right has the police? Well, if you look at the Constitution, based on the Nigerian police has constitutional powers to maintain law and order and ensure public safety, and if shutting down a local government might not be within their constitutional rights. The Constitution of Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended grants the power to maintain law and order. Section 214, I guess, protect life and property, Section 215, and prevent and detect crimes, Section 216. However, if there is any reports about the police shutting down a local government, it's a political decision that falls under the purview of the executive arm, not the police, right? Okay, so in Nigeria, local governments are created and governed by the constitution and state laws, and only elected officials and appointed administrators. Well, that's just what it is. Now, let's see how we can get on to the WhatsApp portal number already. As I've taken this one, good morning, UD. Good morning to you too. If you caution us not to attack personality, but a passenger from Niger State called APC said APC has an evil spirit in them. You allowed? I hope you would allow APC members to give an appropriate response for that. Well, let me be the umpire, right? I understand what you're saying, but you cannot caution the uncouth response. Oh no, come on. Now you're going beyond. Well, anyways, Barrister Polycarp, thank you for what you're saying right there. Right, so let's move away from that, please. This one says, good morning, Obongo Drag Daniel. Good morning to you. God bless your day. Well, bless you too. The news that the President Tinubu flew to South Africa in a chartered executive aircraft is just to hoodwink the public to believe that all the executive jets in the presidential fleet are in bad shape. To the discerning minds, how can all the executive jets assigned to ferry the number one citizen of this country go bad at the same time? Where are the aeronautic engineers that have been servicing the aircraft all these years? I beg, this is just an excuse to use the taxpayers' money to buy another round of executive jets for their enjoyment while the poor masses are rolling under untold hardships in the land. Let God arise and save us from ourselves. God bless Nigeria. Comrade Olobasi, Buhari, Abuja right there. All right, thank you for that one. I see from you. Good morning, Daniel. I'm listening from Nasarawa State. It's unfortunate that many don't understand what it takes to fight for freedom. It takes sweat, blood, sometimes even death. Like Nelson Mandela stays in prison for 27 years, all because of freedom. If Nnamdi Kanu is let to do that today, he'll stop gathering. Well, okay, I'm not getting that. Okay, will he stop gathering crowds? Will he go and rest? Will he stop calling Nigeria Zoo? Will he call his foot soldiers to order? Okay, taking B Hundu right there. I hope I read that one correctly though. And thank you though, by the way. And good morning, sir. UD, good morning to you too. My take today is on the federal government to send a Nigerian to space, okay, which I think is a welcome development for Nigeria's image and educational benefits to our science students. But I want to plead with the government to also try as much as possible to relaunch our satellite in space. This will help for effective monitoring of Nigeria, while security agencies will be using it to monitor Nigeria's geopolitical zone. All right, to use it to identify bandits and Boko Haram hideouts in the forest, and it's going to help for economic planning. All right, please let the federal government look into it. Abbas is saying thanks and reporting from Dutse right there. Thank you, Abbas, for that one. Good morning, federal government to send first Nigerians to space. Udrak, please. Will you represent? Oh no, come on, Chinonso, don't do that. from Zuleja. No, I'm not. I already had the chill, just reading that. The first time I saw it yesterday, I was just, bewildered, right? But yeah, God bless the heart of that one who would go represent us. I'll cheer him solidly. I'll cheer. All right, and well, him or her, right? I see this one now is coming from Oganamano Austin from Ado Nasarawa State. Well, thank you for joining us. It says, with the generation of trillions of naira by customs and other government agencies saddled with the responsibility of this act, governments would need not borrow money, but reverse is the case. Government keeps on borrowing, putting the country in debt every now and then. All right, I see that. Okay, see this one now. It says, Good and fine morning to you, my brother, Hudrak Daniel, and good and fine morning to all your technical team in the studio. Thank you, Samuel. It is from Kujay. Lawmakers willing to make sacrifice should not be lip service sacrifice. We want to see them doing it. Those calling for the state of emergency in River State are simply the enemy of River State. In fact, they should be arrested and prosecuted because it seems they are the ones causing the unrest in River State. The politicians should know that this power tussle is eating deeply to the peace of the country. And with the crisis they are engineering here and there, they are dragging us backwards. Please, they should be calming down. Please, God bless our country. And it says, have a great day, UD. Have a great day to you too, Samuel. And I should look into this one. It says, Alhaji Solu Dusing, all the way from Dusi Alaji right there, Abuja. Okay, says President should quickly intervene in Kano Rivers before it's too late. Okay, Kano State and River State respectively. All right, security killed about 80 tourists in the north and gunmen attack Anambra community. Please, okay, government should not have mercy on them. We don't want to hear any of repentant bandits anymore. Enough is enough. Please, hunger is in the land. Government should quickly tackle the issues of security or insecurity to enable our farmers go to their farms, because this is the period of farming when the rain has begun. All right, about the minimum wage for workers, I urge governments to quickly do something on time to avoid another strike in the country, because goods are too cost. Okay, commodities are too cost in the market, and we don't want another strike again, right? I join you in that plea, I tell you, Alhaji Soliu. Thank you for that one right there. Yes, now let's get on to seeing some messages, voice notes, that is, via the WhatsApp portal number, and bring it to you as quickly as possible as we can. All right, okay, for some reason it's not really connecting at this time. Alrighty. Okay. Let's see. Okay. I will have to come back to this. Maybe refresh just a little bit. And then we try and see. But I see this first one, though. Let's just go take this first one very, very quickly.
Good morning, our able man with the golden voice.
Good morning to you.
My name is Triple D from Waru. I just smile and to comment on what is happening in Rivers and the issue of Shaibu. Mr. Daniel Woodward, what of at the end of all these things that is happening, geontology and all this, if at the end of the day we did not get it right, where are we heading to? Kai, I pray that all this that is happening is a process for us to get it right in the political realm, so that this country can be in the right direction for us. God bless Nigeria. Good morning.
All right, God bless Nigeria, you say right there, Triple D. Thank you for that one. I don't know, for some reason I'm trying to connect with the WhatsApp so that we can get your voice notes. I see it on the system, but trying to connect is a bit problematic, right? Okay. I think I'm getting that fixed already. Yes. All right, just a little bit patience now, and all of that should come aboard, right? But in the meantime, it is important to bring to your notice the fact that the federal government is seeking 18-month extension for $800 million World Bank palliative scheme, right? And that is that. Okay, let's see. Okay, I see them now. All right, let's get into it very quickly. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning to Ugo Daniel.
That's right.
Mesole,
To you,
Inakwana, Adive. I agree with the blessing. I agree Talatu and the listeners. I want to sincerely appreciate the last caller yesterday. Thank you so much. Now we are talking about the insecurity. Bandit kill man that brings 16 million to them in Kaduna and with 2 bikes. So, yesterday you caught my voice record, because when we call this radio station, we talk about the insecurity. Some people will call this radio station and say it's a lie. When security have power over the criminal, we applaud them. Now, we let somebody capture 35 terrorists, except kudos to our security. But we are here, somebody will call this radio, he claimed that he has first and second degree. You allow him to insult the sensibility of the listeners and callers of this radio station, Ugo Daniel. I'm not happy about that. Now, look at what happened. After giving them 16 million with 2 bikes, and bandits still kill these people. Does it mean you don't really complain about the insecurity? Do you think I blackmail the government? If I say I pay ransom, we lost family member due to insecurity, or so what gain will I gain to blackmail the government? Come and confirm whether what I'm saying is the truth or not. So we shouldn't really die with the issue insecurity. I'll conclude by saying today meetings are yesterday survivor, tomorrow meeting are today survivor. If you think you are said, it's like insecurity, it's like tension in the market. We never know who it may hit. Thank you.
All right, so Lassie, I understand your, standpoint on the matter, but I would not accept and allow, as much as we say, don't go out there and say, oh, that leader is stupid. No, you don't do that. That person is useless. No, I wouldn't take that, okay? I would not also like such a statement if somebody addressed that to you directly and said, oh, let it also be to your family members and all of... Nah, please. No. If you are giving your take, right, I could actually say, well, some persons come here and say this and that. Whoever it is knows himself. Now, you're not calling name. You're not attacking anybody. That's my point. You're just giving your points, and that's it. In fact... so that's it. Yeah, but coming out to rain, if some other person feels that he or she knows better or is trying to stand by the government, which of course I'm not doing that job, I'm not speaking for the government, yeah, well, the person too has not called your name, has not said, for those people who are saying this, that this happened, and I would not agree to that, okay? Selassie, I understand that yesterday you felt you were really emotional, I get that. Right, but no, let's not attack personality. I keep saying that. If somebody mentions anybody's name here and attacks, no, I'll come for you. Seriously, and if it has to be an outright ban, we'll ban you or suspend you, please. All right, let's not use this platform for that. All right, let's see this one now. Okay, let's get into it.
Good luck, all our callers and listeners on this platform. My name is Eric from Buse 2. 16 million naira delivered to kidnappers as ransom payment, with 3 motorcycles in somewhere in Kaduna, and the person who delivered the ransom was also killed. Honestly, it's quite unfortunate and embarrassing to our dear country, And I can tell you that, of course, no kidnapper will collect ransom in transfer or check. It must have been cash. Please, I want to understand something. Is there no way the NFIU, the banking industry, can devise a way in this, dispensation or in this world of technology to see how this money can be tracked? Because honestly, something has to be done. It has become a recurring decimal. Kidnappers collecting cash as ransom payment, and the money will still find its way back into the economy, either in one way or the other. Honestly, it's not about building bridges, putting infrastructure in place. But honestly, we deserve a better country, a same country where where the unthinkables keep happening, and we think we are progressing. Honestly, we are not progressing. This thing cannot continue like this. Honestly, I just wish this country well. God bless Nigeria. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.
All right, thank you. Far too kind. I'm so sorry for want of time. Cannot go further as Vic is already here. But I would like for us to, maintain some sort of cordiality and decorum. I get it. Look, if I also told you what it is that probably I have seen in the process of all of these insecurity, it's not something we should really be dwelling on. I tell you, trust me. But I try to keep sanity, and I'm also advising, for you to keep your sanity too, and let's maintain the peace and order, because if everybody dies in the country, I wonder who's going to be our brother, who's going to be our sister. I wonder how we're going to make that progress that we've been talking about. And individually, you cannot make that progress. It's about you and I. So as a collective effort, well, this is where we'll pull the plugs, and of course allow for Vic to come take over as it takes you on a tour on sports on Eagles Wings. I'll be right here at 9 a.m. as we go conversational, talking about politics. And remember, keep in mind, the